Alright everybody, this is Amsterdam part 3, the final part. And this is the ending, kind of the big solo, big finish. Excuse me. So I'll play it real quick for you and then I'll show you. It's just a couple of chords, pretty simple. Alright, so what I just played, you play it exactly how I played it, twice. So you're going to move a little bit apart here. So left hand, you're going to play F octaves. Right hand, you're going to be way up here, here's middle C. You're going to be way up here past the next C to G. This is the same chord that is in the chorus. So it's G, C, A. What you're going to do is, I really don't know how, the book kind of just says the chords. I kind of just play it naturally. So what I do right there is I bounce back and forth between the two Fs. So I F octaves with the chord. So I kind of do the lower F, higher F again. So. Now for this you're going to move up G octaves, then you're going to move up to A flat. When you move up to A flat, right hand's going to play A flat, C, E flat. So it sounds like this. So yeah, correcting myself in the beginning. F octaves in the left hand. Right hand, lower F octave, higher F octave, G octaves, then you go into the chord. So it sounds like this. Alright, I actually messed that up too. You don't play those together, you're going to end up playing the song. There's a lot of switching back and forth between different hands. So it's really hard to explain. All I can do is just kind of play it slowly, and you just watch what happens. So. You're going to hit that next chord, then A flat octaves. So what that part is your hands, you stay on the same chord with the right hand, you're just going to go up between E flat, F, and G. So you're going to go. So. E flat to F, G, back down to F, stay at F. That's the rhythm you play. You keep the same chord though. So. Same thing, but before I do the lower G sharp octave to the higher G sharp octave. Once again. Now, next chord, E flat octaves. There's a lower E flat down here. E flat octaves. And you are going to play these together. There's no back and forth. And what this is pretty much the first chord, but you're going to add a G down here. So it's G octaves with a B flat, E flat between them. I lied. There's a bit of a back and forth right there between the chords, but you don't switch chords. So naturally throughout this whole part, kind of going back and forth between the two left-hand notes. So. Next part, after you play that chord, pretty sure it goes up, does the three notes, G, G sharp, or A flat, B flat, and then you're going to hit right hand, B flat, D, F. So all the same chords being repeated. Now for this part, basically you go back and forth between that chord right there and the first chord. So B flat, D, F, then B flat, E flat, G. You go back and forth a few times. So just once, I think. And that's that part. And you play that twice. So I'm going to go over that one more time real quickly, just play it slowly, just so you can hear it. So like I said, don't forget when you're playing the chorus, so it's no cause for concern. Make sure you hit FA. Gives a good transition. Stuck on the edge. Sheet music book has it a little different than that, but basically it's the same thing, just a lower octave. So I'll teach it like that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is basically I just move down an octave, so now you have GCA. The sheet music book says FCA, so that's probably right. I play GCA sometimes, FCA, I mean, kind of varies, but so FCA, this F right here, you can play F octaves, but I don't do the lower F octave, it's just too much, so I play this F, just this F pretty much is what I play. I play single notes pretty much this whole time. So, stuck on the edge, chain. Playing the same exact thing you played before, it's just I'll go through the variation. So like I said, instead of G you play F. Stuck on the edge. You can play G instead of F, honestly. I think it sounds a little bit better. Yeah, I like G better, but Sheet music book says F, but I like G better. So G, C, A. So you're playing the same exact thing as before. But now, when you go up to that next chord, you're just going to add a G in up here. So it's going to be A flat, C, E flat, G. So if you're a little confused about what I just said, let me tell you that this part is the same thing as the part you played up there. You're just adding a note in right there. So basically when you transition up to that next note, I play A flat with my thumb. Basically you keep, all you're doing is this A goes up to an A flat, the C stays where it is, G stays where it is, and you add an E flat in right there. So you're already set up pretty well. That's why I like playing the G instead of the F, because you don't have to move up. It's just that, then you move up to that, and then you add an E flat in and you're all set. You're already all set for that chord, so that's why I like doing the G instead. At this part you're not playing the, you're just playing the straight chord. So back to the G octaves with the B flat and E flat in the middle, E flat octaves on the left hand. Last chord with the B flat on the left hand, then B flat, D, F, right hand. And you repeat that a few times. I'm not sure how many times, so you just repeat it until the very end. So yeah, same thing, you just add the G in there. Cut Me Loose. Now what you're going to do is basically you play the same exact chords, but you're just going to play a little bit lighter, and I kind of bounce it, so it's like you came along and you cut me loose. Now this last chord, came along and you cut me loose. You're going to play E flat, F, then D, and B flat in the left hand. So left hand, B flat, D, F. And that's how you end the song. So it's just like that. Hold the note, hold the foot pedal down. Phew. Alright, so made it through that. Pretty much it. Sorry if it was a little confusing. Like I said before, just some songs are a little harder to teach than others. So that was Amsterdam. Awesome song, great song to play, really fun. So practice that, and should be able to get it down in a few hours. That's pretty much it, though. Alright, so check out my cover to see everything put together, and practice, practice, practice. And next up, so I had a lot of requests for that song, so it's done now. Next up, I want to do Trouble. I'm not sure how long that's going to take. Like I said, usually what happens is I get requests for songs, and I try to do a lot at once, and I try to bust them out to get them out there as quickly as possible, and sometimes I rush them, and the lessons aren't as good, and the covers aren't as good, so I'm trying to stop doing that, and I'm going to focus on one song at a time. So, and usually what I do is, I do play by ear, but I'm not the best at it. I can try to get it, but I try to get as closely to how Chris plays as possible. So I don't want to put a lesson out there if I don't know how Chris plays it. So what I usually do is I have the sheet music books. They're usually pretty accurate. So I grab those, I go through and I write the notes down, and then I pretty much learn the song. It takes me a couple, with work and stuff like that, it takes me a couple of weeks to go through, practice it. I have to get it down before I teach it, or else I'm sitting here like I did today looking at the sheet music book making sure I have everything right. So usually I try to get the song down before I teach it, because once I know it, second nature, like any other song I've learned, I can teach it really easy. That's pretty much what I do is my technique. I do songs and then I memorize them, so I don't need sheet music. But when I first learning them, I need the sheet music and I have to memorize it, and once I memorize it, I usually do the lesson. So, like I said, next up is Trouble. I'll try to get that up as soon as possible, but it's probably going to be a couple weeks. So just be on the lookout for that, and then after that, I want to do Everything's Not Lost, and then we'll see where we go from there. Alright, thanks for watching, and like I said, keep practicing, and check out the cover. Thanks.